The galaxy had already decided. Earth would fall. For centuries, humanity had been observed by the Galactic Council, catalogued as primitive, volatile, and dangerously unpredictable. Their technology was inferior, their politics chaotic, and their history filled with war. So when the Zarketh Empire declared Earth a resource target, no one objected. No one except Earth. The first alien ships appeared silently above the atmosphere. Massive, obsidian warships, each one larger than a continent, hovered like dark gods in the sky. Their weapons glowed with a cold red light, capable of erasing cities in seconds. Human satellites picked them up too late. There was no warning, only a single message broadcast across every screen on Earth. Surrender. Resistance is extinction. For a moment, the world stood still. Then humanity laughed. In New York, London, Lahore, Tokyo, everywhere, people looked up at the sky, not with fear, but with defiance. World leaders gathered within hours. There was no time for debates. No time for politics. Only one decision mattered. Do we surrender? The answer was unanimous. No. Humanity had always been divided. Until now. Within days, something extraordinary happened. Countries opened their borders. Militaries shared secrets they had guarded for decades. Scientists collaborated without ego. Engineers worked without sleep. The entire planet became one machine. One purpose. Survive. The Zarketh expected panic. They expected surrender. What they didn't expect was resistance. When the first alien strike hit, it targeted Earth's defenses. But humanity had prepared. Missiles, thousands of them, launched from hidden silos, submarines, and mobile platforms. Fighter jets roared into the sky, tiny compared to alien warships, but fearless. The sky turned into chaos. Explosions lit the atmosphere like a second sun. Human weapons barely scratched the alien shields, but they didn't stop. They adapted. Fast. Within weeks, scientists found patterns in the alien shield frequencies. Within months, they developed weapons to disrupt them. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. The first Zarketh ship fell over the Pacific Ocean. It was small by their standards. But for humanity, it was everything. The world erupted. Not in fear. In hope. The war escalated. Zarketh reinforcements arrived, larger fleets, stronger weapons, deadlier tactics. But humanity had something they didn't. Unpredictability. Human soldiers fought like no species the galaxy had ever seen. They improvised weapons from scrap. They turned civilian vehicles into war machines. They hacked alien systems using logic the Zarketh couldn't understand. Where aliens followed strategy, humans followed instinct. In one battle, a single human pilot flew directly into a Zarketh flagship, overloading its core and destroying it from within. In another, engineers turned a power grid into a planetary weapon, frying an entire invasion force. Losses were heavy. Cities fell. Millions died. But humanity didn't break. They refused to kneel. The Galactic Council watched in silence. They had seen thousands of civilizations fall. None like this. Months turned into years. The war that was supposed to end in hours dragged on. And slowly, something impossible began to happen. The Zarketh started losing. Their ships were destroyed faster than they could replace them. Their soldiers began to fear human tactics. Their commanders made mistakes. For the first time in their history, they faced defeat. Then came the final battle. Above Earth, the largest Zarketh fleet ever assembled appeared. A last attempt. A final strike. If humanity failed now, everything would end. But Earth was ready. Every remaining ship. Every weapon. Every soldier. All united. The sky burned. Fighter jets weaved between alien beams. Missiles collided with shields. Explosions echoed through space. Human pilots didn't retreat. Even when outmatched. Even when outnumbered. On the ground, billions watched. Not helpless, but hopeful. Then the turning point. A coordinated global attack. All human forces, at once, targeted the Zarketh command ship. It was massive, heavily defended, untouchable, or so they thought. But humanity had learned. Using synchronized strikes, hacked signals, and experimental weapons, they created a single opening. Just one. And that was enough. A lone human ship, damaged, burning, flew straight into the gap. No hesitation. No fear. Seconds later, the Zarketh command ship exploded. The entire fleet froze. Confused. Leaderless. Human forces didn't stop. They pushed forward. Relentless. Within hours, The invasion ended. Silence fell over Earth. The sky cleared. The war was over. Humanity had won. The Galactic Council made a new decision. Earth was no longer primitive, no longer insignificant. They were declared something far more dangerous, unstoppable. And across the galaxy, one truth spread faster than light. Never underestimate humans.